We have been told plenty of times that if you want to get the full size, scope, and scale of the multiverse and everything that's happening within the confines of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, WandaVision might be required viewing. Now we're going to hear directly from Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige on how exactly they're going to approach this. So the further we get into WandaVision, the more apparent it gets that when the character shows up in Doctor Strange 2, we do need to understand that what she's gone through is a huge factor in this. But also, there is those people who are not going to know what happens in WandaVision, who are not even going to know her entire story. And there's of course those people whose Doctor Strange 2 will be their first ever MCU property. We know that every single thing that's part of the MCU always becomes somebody's first exposure to the MCU. So how do you bring these characters into the world without making them feel like they're lost because they haven't seen everything that's come before? Well, that's going to be one of the challenges of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, because it builds up on a decade of content that came before, but it's also a sequel technically to WandaVision. So Kevin Feige did recently talk about this, and he said that if you watched WandaVision, it's important that you know where this character comes from and what she's doing and what she represents in this, but also that he had a lot of conversation with Sam Raimi and the people working on that film and the people working on WandaVision, and that it was important that if you watched WandaVision, you get more than you thought you were going to get, but if you didn't watch WandaVision, that you go into this, that you know who Wanda is, that they reference these things, but maybe you're missing a few pieces that layer on the character's complexity and depth. And Feige did say that Doctor Strange 2 has to service the people that maybe saw Endgame as their last MCU product, and that's the last time they saw Wanda. They need to understand that there is a story in between, but they also need to have a comfortable transition over into Doctor Strange 2, where they watch that film and they go, oh, okay, same character, she's gone through some stuff, maybe I'll watch that, maybe I won't. And I think this is honestly the best way to handle it. Because if we go all the way back to when the MCU really kicked off into the mainstream and became this juggernaut, it was Avengers. A lot of people that saw that film never watched any of the previous films, and that's pretty much confirmed by the take of the box office. Captain America: The First Avenger was not a huge success. Only a fourth of the people that saw the Avengers film saw Captain America, but people got invested, and then by the time Captain America Civil War came in, they were all ready to jump in with this character, and they loved the character, and they might have went back and watched the old stuff. But Avengers made sure that even if you skipped the original first Avenger film, you knew what was going on. So this is sort of the way they're going to approach this. If you watched WandaVision, yes, you understand more. If you didn't, well, we'll ease you into who this character is.